Welcome to day 30 of our Top Titans 2 gameplay walkthrough. Alright guys, so welcome again to the 30th day, which is supposedly the last day of our Top Titans 2 journey. But again, since I wanted to at least try one last tournament, basically, which is gonna be tomorrow, we're not gonna be, or this is not going to be our last day. Okay, so right now, guys, this is actually the first time today that I was able to unlock the Great Madame Cass, because originally I planned to show you guys to when I tap on the 20 equipments for today, because I was only able to push about less than 50 stages every time. So and I've only done about, I think, 5 procedures today. This is going to be the 6th one. So I wasn't able to farm a lot of equipment, which is why we only got 20. But then I accidentally tapped on the equipments, and luckily we actually got a pet, or a slash for pet. Okay, so here we go. This is the pet slash. Alright, so the pet damage, and then a new armor for boss with a Heart of Midas secondary bonus. Okay, so that's why I was able to easily get Madame Cass and then push. I think this is already the 200th stage, about 200th stage already. So I'm expecting after this prestige, I'm gonna be able to push a little bit more, maybe get to, I don't know, 18,000 before I start hoarding some relics. Okay. Why hoard relics? Because again, tomorrow is gonna be another the last tournament that I'm gonna show you guys, which is gonna be a bonus 2 days, I think. And then I'm gonna show you guys, or I'm gonna be switching to my main account, and then I'm gonna be giving weekly updates moving forward. All right. So guys, someone asked me again, what cards to prioritize on a raid deck. Okay, I know I answered this already on a few. I did mention this on a few videos, or one of our previous videos, and I did mention that on a general rule of thumb, you would want to prioritize support cards over burst cards or affliction cards. Okay, if the only time that you're going to be buying burst cards, if it is Purifying Blast and Planship Barrage, because those are the two meta decks, as they call it. So as you can see, if we're going to check our deck right now, I have Planship and Purifying Blast both at level 5. Alright, and then my Psychic Chain is at level 4, because back then when we were still starting this account, I was trigger happy with regard to upgrading available cards. Why? Because we want to give as much output or damage output to help the team, to help the clan that I was in before. Okay, so that's why I went ahead and I upgraded, and for whatever reason, limb cards are showing more frequent than others. Okay, so I got that to level 4. But as you can see, the rest of the cards that I have here are all level 4s as well. If you're gonna check my support cards, they are all at level 4. My Prism is at level 2, and Victory March is at level 3. I can maybe look into upgrading Victory March if it shows, but right now we don't have any dust yet. So after our raid, let me check what's the status of our raid. Yep, so right now we're on the third Dark Titan, which is Sterl. And I think he's almost done. We just need to kill the torso. And yeah, so with regard to upgrading cards, you just, if you're really lost or if you're unsure what cards to use, you still want to test things out, you still want to test some cards, try to build some decks, go ahead. I mean, the most what do you call this, the most easiest way to do that, to try and test things out, try to see if what cards will do more damage than whatnot, is to actually keep all cards at even levels. Okay. But then again, right now the meta is Purifying Blast together with Acid Drench, and Clanship Barrage together with Ancestral Favor, and then the rest of this specific targeting cards. So basically, Head Burst and Head Support, Torso Burst and Torso Support, and Limb Burst and Limb Support. So those are the guys, and then there's Body Burst and Body Support, and then Armor Burst and Armor Support. So those two guys as well, you can incorporate in any deck. For example, you can, if there's still armor, you can do Head Burst, Head Support with Prismatic is it Prismatic? I forgot. Sorry. Yeah, Prismatic Rift. So it's armor support. Okay, or if the armor is already gone and the body or the flesh is already exposed, you can go. You can add a body support. Okay. Another thing, because I'm only basing on what I'm saying and I have tried so far, and for what I've tried so far, Grim Shadow and Radioactivity are the two cards that I actually like to add on specific on specific target cards or specific target decks, like specific target for limbs, either a specific arm, a specific shoulder, hand, or leg. I add Radioactivity or Grim, or a specific target for the head or torso. I add either of the two, and they work fine for me. I did try before to do lightning, but it's not really that great. Maybe if you have a high lightning, but by all means go ahead and do so. But for in my end, if I don't really have any much success with this lightning whip. Okay, for the fusion bomb, I'm not really good at it as well. But again, you can go ahead and practice this out. It is one of the meta actually, because it will give you a huge damage boost. If you master fusion bomb, I would say it is the highest damage output, highest damaging card out there. Alright, so you might want to try to practice him out. Maybe in the future I would try to practice him out, and then so that I'll be able to deal more damage and help the clan better. Okay, but again, if you're unsure what cards to upgrade, what cards to prioritize, go ahead, by all means, balance out your card. If you want to be a specialist in a sense, for example, you want to be a specialist when it comes to torso damage, go ahead, bring your torso cards up as much as possible, as much as you can. And then just don't let your other cards fall behind that much. Okay, maybe you want to be a specialist on for limbs, go ahead, by all means, you can go ahead and do that. I would say if you want to be a specialist, either you go for torso or for limbs. Most of the time, limbs are always available for attack, or it's always part of the pattern. Torso, the only time that you're not going to be using, or it's going to be your downfall, if the Titan is Mohaka. Okay. For head, basically everyone attacks the head, and it's only one part of the body or of the whole Titan. So you might drop the damage potential of the whole clan itself if you specialize on head. That's one thing that I might say. Okay, And then another thing, maybe if you want to be a specialized type of guy, you would want to have Victory March leveled up as well. So for example, you got, so that, because I mean, if you're a specialist type of guy, you will be able to help the clan bring down specific parts more easily, or destroy more parts faster. That means more skeletons are prone to expose itself at an early times. Okay, or you guys are going to be able to expose a lot of skeletons right away. So you would want to have or get Victory March leveled up as soon as possible as well, so that, you know, for example, if because you're specialized or specializing in torso, and then the torso is already dead, and then there's a new round of attack, you can go ahead and do Victory March per se, and then, you know, still deal a lot of damage even though you're specialized in torso, and torso is already dead or done, or it's already a skeleton. Okay, so those are the things that you might want to consider. Again, being a specialized guy is kind of fulfilling, because you're going to be able to see one attack that's going to deal a lot of damage. And again, you know, you wouldn't have to worry about managing your deaths that much, because your priority is that specific part or specific deck. So only whenever those cards are available, those are the only times that you're gonna buy, and then, you know, level up some of the guys out there, or maybe even out some cards, just to make sure that, you know, they don't fall behind that much. Okay, so those are the things that you might want to consider and might want to look into with regard to upgrading raid cards. It's not really hard, guys. It's really up to you. It's how you want to play the game, how you want to see those numbers going up. What we're only saying here is that if you want to be more efficient, be, in a sense, jack of all trades, which can give you a lot of flexibility depending on the situation. You can go ahead and do what I do, you know, balance out support cards, and then have burst cards at least one level behind the support cards. And then, you know, once all support cards are, for example, in this case, once all my support cards are level 4, Prismatic Rift and Victory March, I'm going to spend and I'm going to invest on getting my burst cards to level 4 as well. Okay? And then after getting them to level 4, I'm going to aim to get my support cards to level 5 again. Or maybe at least after I got these guys to level 4, maybe I'm going to go ahead and get Gleam and Radioactivity to level 4 as well, or 3 maybe. So something like that. I just don't like my cards falling behind too much. I like the flexibility that having an even leveled cards gives me. Okay, so that's one thing that you would want to look into. And, you know, I can adjust anytime depending on the Titan. If the Titan has a lot of armor, I can go 3 attacks on armor, and then maybe 1 attack on limb or 1 attack on head, or maybe 2 attacks on armor, 1 limb, 1 head, something like that. It gives me a lot of flexibility, and I can help the clan better. Okay, but then again, if you want to specialize, one thing or one part that you would want to specialize into would be, if not number 1, I would say go for limb, because again, all limb is always part of the pattern. So limb is a huge I doubt there's any time that you know, it's not gonna work out for limb if you specialize in limb. And then maybe if you want to specialize in armor, it works as well. You know, you just have to attack every time there's an armor to make sure that you have a high damage output. If you want to specialize on body, still possible. You know, just let them attack the Titans. Once a body part is exposed, you can go ahead and attack. So something like that. But then again, if you're gonna ask me, I'd like to have the flexibility. So that's one thing that you can do. You know? And also, guys, I just want to let you know that I did wonder, because one feedback that I got is to actually have, because I did create a playlist, so you can play the playlist and then play the videos, one after another. Okay, but if you haven't checked out the playlist, I did add it on the description already. On all the videos, I edited them. I added a link on the next video and the link to the playlist as well, and also a link for Compendium, the link for the browser that I used, because some of the guys kept asking me for the referral link, which I think I only put it on 2 videos before, but now all the videos is including the link for CryptoTab browser. Besides that, I've also included a link for the Facebook page of Top Titans, the Reddit page of Top Titans too. And then the Discord joining link. Okay, so so that you guys will be able to find the resources and information that you need easier by simply checking out the links available. Okay, just scroll down, hit the triangle icon pointing down, the inverted triangle, as they say, or see more if you're using a computer, so that the links are going to show. Okay, and hopefully that will be able to help you guys better to check out the videos. All right, so right now, guys, I am considering recommendations on because I am planning to do another set of a 30-day what do you call this, a 30-day journey of another game. I've received some suggestions like Words Watch, which is a new game, fairly new game. There's Idle Heroes, which I did play a lot before, so I have a huge background knowledge with regard to the game. But maybe since it's been months, so there could have been a lot of updates that I'm not familiar of anymore, which I can simply research into and then start the video. Because actually I'm leaning towards Idle Heroes, in fact. But yeah, some of the guys asked me to do a video about is it Ulala, something like that. And then there's another recommendation for one of the browser games that I did play before, which is Travian, which is already, I don't know if it's version 4 already, but I actually stopped playing when they updated to version 4. I like the classic version, which is the version T3. But it's easier to play that game before. Faster loading. It's easier to time your attacks. It's easier to do multiple attacks on a single second. Because I don't know if you guys have played Travian, but it's a very, very flexible game. It brings out your strategic mind to the fullest, to the extent, and it makes you invest a lot of time and planning to the game. And I really loved that game before the update for T4. But maybe I can create a video, maybe one cycle, a speed server. Maybe I can look into that. One cycle of a speed server, I can go ahead and make a video, show you guys how we're gonna be able to fare. Maybe I can look into some of the guys that I've been playing before. I used to actually play on the UK server because it's not my time frame, but I was able to play with a lot of guys that actually help. It's very helpful for everyone. But maybe I can look into a US server clan or group if there is still some. But yeah, maybe no. But not now. I'm leaning towards more into idle games. The Top Titan is really taxing when it comes to progress. If I want to progress fast, Top Titan is really taxing. idle games, one recommendation is AFK Arena, which I like as well. I did play that before, as well as Mobile Legends Adventure. I think, is it? Yeah, it's an idle game as well. So maybe I'll look into that. Or Dota Arena, if you guys have heard that. I might look into those games, and maybe I'll go ahead and create a video. I'll pick one, but again, I'm leaning forward idle heroes. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys again for watching. I hope you've learned something about upgrading raid cards, and hopefully it will help you, deal more better damage outputs on clan attacks. All right, so yeah, thanks again for watching. Please do like, subscribe, share, and let your peers know. And hopefully, I'll be able to give more valuable information about the game in the last 2 videos that we're going to be making. Okay, thanks again for watching. Hope you guys have a great day, and bye for now. Peace out.